I think passion, commitment, devotion, and patience is essentially the recipe for a wonderful and great teacher.
A great teacher is someone who cares for you, and just if you have a hard time on something, like he'll always be there to help you no matter what. And I just think that's what makes a great teacher.
A great teacher is a teacher who cares for each and every child, and so they can still have a proper education.
You know, they're kind and funny and has a personality, and you can really connect to that, and you can kind of learn better.
A great teacher makes learning fun.
A good teacher to me is someone who listens to me and understands me.
A great teacher gives opportunities.
What makes a great teacher is when the teacher cares for their students and they go above and beyond their line of work.
A good teacher is someone that is a role model to their students and is always there to support and do anything that they need for their students.
What makes a great teacher is for them to be patient, for them to be kind, for them to be so caring.
It's just a good person that knows what to do and makes kids smile.
They want to make you a better person.
They've taught me how to be kind and not to hurt anyone's feelings. Well, whenever I needed help with something, she would always help me, and if there was friend problems, she would talk to us and just help me a lot.
Made you feel like you were loved all around.
If I ever raised my hand and asked her a question about it, she would always just come over, she would help me understand it, and she would walk through like all the stuff with me.
Miss FORBERGER, my teacher, she kind of made me confident that I was going to be able to pass, and so she really helped me during that.
Miss Watts have taught me that when you give, you are receiving. Even though if you are not receiving money or supplies or anything, you're receiving the happiness of somebody else, and that's a great reward that you can get.
One of my favorite teachers is Coach Keener. He was my track coach and like my teacher in 6th grade, and he was always supporting me in and out of school when I was playing sports or like just academically.
Something I've learned from Sergeant Major is that he's taught me how to be more responsible. So in the program, I've learned to motivate people. I've learned to be more responsible with the things I do, and I thank him for that.
She's always there for me. Like, she's just been a wonderful help, and she's just been an amazing teacher. Like, I've never had a teacher like her before, a teacher I have liked so much.
Well, actually, my second grade teacher, Miss Ott, she moved away from my elementary school, but she still kept in contact. She'd write us letters to the class, and she'd tell us how much she missed us and that we'd always be in her heart, and that she hopes to see us grow up into the wonderful and amazing people we had the potential to be.
I was very surprised when she called me to give me a medal in front of everyone, and she said, this is gonna change your life. And at that moment I didn't believe her. She said, I know you're like this because you have nobody to believe, like nobody have believed in you, but I do believe in you. I do believe that you have a lot of intelligence, and I know you are a great kid, and I know you will do well.
I had gotten in trouble and everybody else was mad at me, but Mr. Manette was the only one that was just there, and he said, listen, like, I get that you're young, you're a kid, you're gonna make mistakes. He had talked to me like as if I was his son. I had never had that.
I have Mr. Mori, Miss Watts, Miss Ross, Miss Yu, even Dr. Lamper that want the best for me.
Thank you, Miss Dean, Miss Thomas, and Miss Thomason.
Thank you, Miss Johnson.
Thank you, Miss Pedro, and thank you to all teachers.
Thank you, Miss Mosteller.
Miss Lewis, if you're watching this, thank you, Miss Lewis, for being the most greatest teacher on earth.
Thank you for caring about my future teachers.
Thank you, teachers, for everything you have done for me and every other kid.
Thank you, Mr. Manette.
Thank you, Miss Brown and Mrs. Jones.
Thanks for being so caring, and we love each and every one of you.
Thank you, Miss EICHBERG.
Thank you, Miss Carpenter.
Thank you, Miss Conway.
Especially you, Miss Dunn.
Thank you to all teachers that are there to support their students.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you, teachers.
And then that encouragement is what we'd like as students. Thanks you all because you're just amazing teachers and I love you.